Title: AITA for being peeved about surprise tooth extractions during neutering. Verdict: not the asshole. Today, I dropped my dog off to get neutered. Has a 6-month-old golden doodle. This was part of a puppy package of care that I'd already paid for. It covered all his shots and wellness checks and was supposed to end with his neutering and microchipping. I dropped him off in the morning and came back a few hours later to pick him up. While I was getting the aftercare instructions, the vet tech casually mentioned something that completely blindsided me. Vet tech: the only thing not covered by the puppy package is $20 for the 2 teeth we removed while he was under anesthesia, so if we can settle this up. Excuse me, you removed teeth? He was here for neutering. His 2 canines were starting to come in, but the baby teeth weren't loose, so we removed them. It's very standard and what the vet regularly recommends. Well, you did more than recommend it. You went ahead and did it. There was this awkward silence. I'll be right back. Now, I want to be clear. I do not care about the $20. Had someone called me and said, hey, we recommend pulling these teeth while he's already under, I would have agreed immediately. I trust that they know more about veterinary medicine than I do. But I also expect to be involved in decisions about my dog's medical care, especially when it involves an additional procedure. A few minutes later, the vet tech came back. I spoke with the doctor, and we're going to discount the $20 since we did not consult you first. It's not about the $20. I'm more concerned about the fact that I came here for one procedure, and without any conversation or discussion, you expanded the scope of the visit to include tooth extraction. It was necessary. If we were to have done it at a separate visit, it would have been $250. I'm not concerned about the money if it's necessary. I'm concerned about not knowing about it or approving it beforehand. It's a very routine procedure. We regularly extract teeth while puppies are already under anesthesia. If it's so routine and done so regularly, why was it not discussed at one of the many prior visits, or even this morning before I left him here? Vet tech, if we didn't extract the teeth, it could have led to issues with alignment, bacteria, and other complications. I'm not debating whether the extraction was necessary. I'm upset that I was not consulted first. Vet tech, I'll be right back. This time she brought my puppy out with her. I thanked her, took my poor groggy sedated pup, and left. On the drive home, I started second-guessing myself. I hadn't raised my voice, sworn, or insulted anyone. I tried to stay calm and just explain why I was uncomfortable, but I still got into the car feeling like I'd somehow been rude, difficult, or cheap for questioning them. To clarify a few things. First, my puppy is okay. By the time I was home, he was snoozing next to me and seemed to be in overall good shape. For that, I am genuinely grateful to the vet. I'm not angry that they did something they believed was medically necessary. I'm angry that they didn't think it was important to explain it to me first. Second, I'm not a vet. I went to school for history and business. I rely on professionals to tell me what's going on and what they recommend. If someone had come out and said, hey, we noticed his adult canines are coming in and the baby teeth aren't loose, this can cause problems later. Since he's already under, we recommend pulling them now. It'll be cheaper and easier on him. I would have said yes and thanked them for catching it. Instead, I was told after the fact, in a way that made it sound like an automatic add-on. It felt less like a medical decision and more like, by the way, you owe us for this thing we already did. That's what bothered me. Third, I'm not trying to ruin this clinic's reputation or anything like that. I'm not naming them, and I'm not planning to post a negative review. But I will be changing providers because I want a vet who sees me as part of the decision-making process for my own dog. The core issue for me is consent and communication. This wasn't an emergency, life or death situation where they had to act immediately. This was a routine, non-urgent procedure that could have waited for a phone call or a quick conversation at drop-off. If it's something they regularly do, then it's something they should regularly talk to owners about beforehand. I'm not upset that the teeth are gone. I'm upset that no one thought I needed to know before it happened. So, 8 for being peeved about surprise tooth extractions during neutering.